Greetings and welcome to my second Advanced Teams tutorial. This one comes off a request from Mrs. Kingston, who wants to be able to see what students are writing and to see their workings out, and so she can give them immediate feedback on what they're doing and help them with their calculations. But this would also work for seeing what students are doing with paragraphs or just kind of seeing what they're doing as they are doing it, and you to be able to feedback on that. I'm going to show you, I think, 3 methods in this video that are all slightly different and do slightly different things, but overall the outcome is the same. So this is all going to be using Teams because this is for a live lesson, and of course this is an advanced tutorial, which is why it's in red. I'm expecting you to know the basics, but I've added a new one down here which is called number 6, Whiteboards and Live Interaction with Documents. I'm going to start off with the easiest one and then I'll go more complex from there, because there is some kind of cool things you can do. Now, the first thing you can do, or the easiest way to do it, is here I am in the staff MS Teams tips one. You can go into files. You see these tabs at the top here, like where we talk is the one that says posts, and there's a OneNote. They automatically generate a OneNote for you. So I guess the absolute easiest way to do it is probably to do it in the OneNote if it's there, but I haven't actually. Oh, you have to set one up. Okay, forget that one. Let me show you the easiest way of doing it. Just click Files, click New, and create a document. It can be Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Forms, whatever you want to do, you can create one. So I've created one here called The End of the World as We Know It. And then if you click on that document, anyone that is a part of this channel can edit this book, this Word document, all at the same time. And you can interact while you do it. So if I type, hello, I am Mr. Cox, then anyone else who is also in this document should be able to see that those changes happening in more or less real time. You can also click this button up here. Oh, sorry, it's just behind my logo somewhere. Can I move the logo out of the way? There we go. There's a button here that says conversation, and if I click the conversation button, we then open up a little kind of mini group chat just around this document. So you could still be on the audio call with the student or students while you're doing this, or they could be typing stuff in the main document, and then you can be writing stuff down the side. Now, I think Word has most of the kind of formulas or things that you would need, or certainly Excel does. So you can use this kind of live editing feature to kind of see what they're doing. So there you go. There's method number 1. How do I get out of here? I probably come back to here by clicking back on the Teams. Oh, close. There's a close button. There you go. Press close to get back out of there. The second way that you can do it is you can start a call. So I'm going to come back into General. I'm going to click Start a Call. I'm going to click Meet Now, but you should probably schedule it in advance. And then there's a button at the bottom that says Share. And there's lots of options here. You can share various windows, you can share various PowerPoints, but there's also 2 more over the right-hand side that will do what you want them to do. The easiest one is Microsoft Whiteboard, because you just click on Microsoft Whiteboard and it says, "Hi, you're about to join this whiteboard." And then basically anyone in the call can then write and draw on it, and you can see it all in the same time. And I'll take that one back. They can't type on it, but they can draw. So they can get their pen and they can literally do that. And if they do that, you will see it. And at the same time, you can be like, "That is correct. Well done." You can't type on this one, but it does work really well. So if you want to see what they're doing, and especially if they're able to do it by hand, if they have one of those kind of computers, then that would work really well as well. It looks like there's an app, so there may be more settings in there as well. I haven't played too much with it, but that would also work. You stop sharing by pressing Stop Presenting, which is right behind my head. And there's one more which I'll show you, which is in the same place, which is Freehand by Envision. Now, this one requires you to sign up, but I think I did it in like 2 minutes, and it was very easy. You have to add it to your channel, and then you will then need to kind of sign in. And hopefully, I've got my sign in here. Oh, don't have account get started. Let me just pause this for a second. Okay, so you sign up. I've just used my school email address and made up a new password, and then you're into Freehand, and it saves. Think of these like a kind of like mind mapping software, that kind of thing. And I made one earlier called Essay Plan, which I'll show you in a second. But if you just click New Freehand, I'll give it a name, so I'll call it Science, and I'll go in. And I'm going to save it to that particular account. And again, all students can edit this at the same time, and so can you. And this one gives different students different colors. So earlier I was doing one with my year 8s, and one student was green, one student was red, one student was pink, and so you could see exactly who was doing what. And this one lets you do things like text. So you click there, and you can write something, and everyone else can see it. This one lets you go to the pencil and you can kind of draw random lines. If you hold shift, you can get straight lines. If you hold Alt, you can kind of draw circles and shapes and things like that, and it kind of straightens it out for you. You can add in images, you can erase different things, and to show you then what that kind of ends up with, if I can get out of here, then you can end up with quite a nice little kind of essay plan, which I think I showed you on a previous video. So if I go into my Year 12 Politics one, me and Ria made one together, which was just called Essay Plan, which I'm hoping is about to appear on the screen, where we just made a simple table and then we worked together to kind of create an essay plan, and I was able to give feedback and things straight away. So that's actually live in a call. So that was really quite powerful. So there you go, 3 different ways that you can interact with students on documents at the same time. Make a Word document or something like that in the Files tab. Do a live call and then add in a either a whiteboard or a freehand to kind of interact together like that. Lots of powerful ways, lots of fun ways, and lots of ways to make you feel like you're not completely alone in this lockdown era.